'Tis a fair reward. We cannot complain. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles.
Always a pleasure.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers? Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! I say it, we trap. You truly are formidable, Arisen. At any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Putting that aside, ought we not add an archer?
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, we would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Well done!
Look there. I espy another statue. Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environment. Pray, allow me to open the step. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. Past the flames! Walk is too late! I shan't allow any further harm to come to me. One can see far to the distance from here. Would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings. I quite agree. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll go and open the chest.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste the steel.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Master! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. I will not fall to power.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
started. Most... Impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
A good meal makes one appreciate those to shed with. I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
What's this? We're trapped. Fine! A Cyclops! To think we didn't come back here of all places. would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
There ought not to be water here. I have an ill feeling about this.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
I'll not stand for
We've got goblins! I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a minute.
That was well fought. There's no one
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right, into the ox cart then.
Hail.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
I'd kick just about
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
At your left.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again.
Oi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold could compare to a fellow life, eh?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure. Welcome.
My charms.
So tired. I barely the wind to tie my boots.
I'm not sure what to do with myself.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Well met, sir.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world. By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.